of St. John, now offer the opening address.
Mr. Campbell, Your Honours, distinguished guests, friends, mes chers amis, good afternoon, bonjour, bonjour. Thank you for taking time to remind us all of this past week and of those who fought for us so that the peace, democracy, and freedom that we do have today, we have because of them. Let us also acknowledge that from time immemorial, Indigenous peoples have stewarded this territory. They include the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, the Huron-Wendat, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. May we all take inspiration from the spirit of kinship and mutual obligation that springs from the treaty relationship between First Peoples and the Crown. What a privilege it is to join you as Vice Prior of the Order of St. John in Ontario. It is also a particular personal pleasure to welcome my colleagues, the Honourable Lois Mitchell, Lieutenant Governor of Alberta, the Honourable Margaret Tom, Commissioner of the Northwest Territories, who join us on this special occasion. I consider myself so fortunate to meet on a regular basis the extraordinary members of this order. And with every investiture, I relish the chance to learn a little more about the order's storied history. I would observe that although this society of service is rightly associated with tradition, it does, after all, span 9 centuries, it's also known for being remarkably forward-thinking. In the 1800s, St. John Ambulance was instrumental in establishing accessible public first aid training, something that's so essential to the way we take care of one another today that we absolutely take it for granted. And here in Canada, as historian Christopher McCreary reminds us in his book, The Maple Leaf and the White Cross, St. John is a proud innovator with its therapy dog divisions and instructional programs on computers, all fostering good health, well-being, and social inclusion. Particularly noteworthy is that this order was the first in the Canadian Honours System to be open to women as well as men. It helped our country recognize that women's contributions are equally valuable and that their stories of achievements and of overcoming obstacles deserve to be shared widely. In the coming days, I will be meeting with other lieutenant governors from across the country, all of them vice priors of the order in their respective provinces and territories. They are most assuredly familiar with stories such as yours, and as we gather to take stock of these changing and often uncertain times, where we've been as Canadians and where we go from here, your collective achievements will certainly be worth talking about. With democracies around the world under strain, it's essential that we celebrate the kind of work that you do. Well-functioning democracies absolutely depend on a vibrant civil society. And the honors that you receive remind us that if we are to be resilient in the face of transformative change, we must cleave to the values that you uphold. They are key to how we define ourselves as a people. We do believe in generosity, compassion, and altruism. We are committed to building a cohesive society. Those values are visible in your leadership, and I want to today recognize Joel Campbell. His years of service and commitment as chair of the St. John Council for Ontario have helped the order to grow. I know that everyone here today is grateful to him, and that you also join me in offering best wishes to incoming Chair Stuart Kellogg. Congratulations to you both. representative of Her Majesty the Queen, who is the sovereign head of the Order, I congratulate you on your investiture. I thank you for your immensely valuable work in saving lives and educating others so that they may do so themselves. May you wear your medals with pride and continue to serve your communities with the same unwavering dedication that has brought you here. This world needs thinking